Big John, Big John.
Okay, me and Dad made it back to Fremont. Went to the bank, pharmacy, Crown Battery, and they actually took the battery that was in the bud that was almost dead. I think it had 2 volts in it or something like that. And it's out of warranty. It's not even 2 years old yet, so they're putting it on their big industrial charger. Let's see if they can bring it back to life. So it is 12:30, and Joe's going to be here to do the test plot in half an hour or so. So we're going to get things around and started and ready to go for that. So here we go, test plot day. Okay, so Kirk showed up. I don't know if you can see his truck sitting back in the lane just above the corn. Dad's in the combine. Well, Dad's in the Rhino. Kirk's in the grain cart. I'm in my truck, so we're gonna get everything moved down there. Joe called. He's running a little bit behind, and he's got to go see our dealer. And he's having issues with payment stuff. So Joe's got to stop by there for a little bit and help Dan out, get some things straightened out, and it'll be over, and we'll get to ripping corn off again. So we're getting the combine last night, getting it ready. Dogs are down here on the buffer strip, which they're allowed to do, and they disappeared into the ditch down here beside me. Ruckus came back out, Max came out, they wrestled around a little bit. Max went back in the ditch, Ruckus went down that way. There's no water in this ditch anywhere. So I hollered at Ruckus, he came back, Max didn't come back, so we went for a walk. Well, there's what Max was messing with. Somebody hit a deer and it ended up down here in the bottom of the ditch. So yeah, that's what they were after. Down here, and I ran 12 rows on the outside of the test plot. The test plot did not go all the way over to the woods. There's 26 plots here. So I ran 12 rows on the outside, took them over and dumped them in the bottom of the semi. Our thinking is we'll start on the later season corn, the higher day corn, which is going to be wetter, and we'll run those and scatter them in the bottom of the truck, and then as we get down to the shorter season corn, which should be drier down on that end, then we'll put that on top of the wet corn, and hopefully they'll blend it. When they take a test sample, it'll blend out, and we won't get hammered too bad for the moisture. It's saying 15.5%, but there was spots. There were spots that are up close to 22, 25. So yeah. So there's my Legend. I just went and readjusted this. So there is some light blue, which means it's between 22.5 and 25. A lot in the yellow, a little bit in the tan. So there's my yield map. And then this was over by the woods when we took it off the other day, and that was really wet, along with part of the headlands on the other end of the field. So here comes Joe, so we'll get things set up and get going. All right, here we go with the first 6 rows. Joe is actually walking the field with a measuring wheel, getting the distance. Can do the calculations on the bushels and come up with the bushels per acre. Here we go. Test plot 2024 started. So 26 passes, 6 rows at a time. This will be the only one I shell that way. The rest of them I'll go down to the other end and shell back. That way I'm not driving back across the field loaded. what we got. Yeah. So we'll go down and unload this. And rinse and repeat. Boy, that window's dirty. So, yeah. Let's go back to this one. Average yield 142. Yep. All right. So that'll work. So now we got to dump. Now we'll get to see if our little sock works. And I don't know where I'm going to set you guys, but I'll set you. I'll get you. So I had Sam make me a extension for the boot to drop it down into that little cart. So it was on. It's high enough that I can dump into my semi trailer. Kirk's is even shorter, and I can actually just fit across the bows. It just rubs on the bows on the grain cart. So yeah, it's all good. Joe, give me the thumbs up. We'll unload. Last year we had 250 bushel corn and over 250, and it was filling that little buggy up. Okay, well, here we go. Ooh, she's wet. Well, the monitor was saying 28, 27, 28, 29% moisture on that corn. Now that strip that I just took, that was the latest season corn in the whole plot. So it's going to be the wettest. If it was planted in May, end of April, it would probably be 16, 15. But it was planted June 11th. So it's wet. So the rest of them are getting shorter season, so they should get drier and drier and drier as we go down through there. So yeah, that's where we're at. And his tester said that it was 26, where the combine said it was 28, 29. So that's good. It's not as wet as I thought it was. So let's go. Where do you guys want to ride? I'll figure something out. We'll put you on the head. hope that shot come out. It wasn't bad when I had it on the head because I could see it out there. But putting it on the back like that, I couldn't see it. So it's like, oh, I hope it's there when I get to the other end. So anyway, see if I can figure out. It kept vibrating down when I had it out there on the head. I don't know, we'll have to try something else. Well, I don't know if you can see it through the window, the glare, but I chased a rabbit out of the field, the end of the rows, and Ruckus got him. That's a good boy. He's a good boy. It took him a while. He caught it though. I was down to the other end. Oh, she went back in. I've had like 4 deer come out of here. Ruckus was chasing one, and he took off, and a bunny was hiding in the corn stalks that he didn't see, and it ran right over between Kirk's legs, and he was standing by the rhino, and Dad was sitting in the rhino. That rabbit ran right between Kirk's legs and sat there. Ruckus took off after a deer, and yeah, that was kind of hilarious. Kirk looked down, and I think it kind of startled him because he was watching Ruckus run away chasing the deer. But I just had another one standing here. She went over there and went back down in. Plot's all done. Ruckus got another rabbit, and yeah, now we got a few rounds over there, probably 2 or 3 acres to do, and we'll be done with corn. Done with the test plot, finishing up the last of the standing corn in here. I love selling corn at night. 1.5 to go. Corn will be over for 2024. Might have a bonus row. Not sure. No, I don't think so. Anyway. Yields are nothing to write home about. This moisture is 23% because this is a mixture of all the test spot corn, and it's got 112, 113 day corn in it, and it wasn't planted until July 11th. So the moisture's high, and that is what it is. But we're getting her done tonight. 3/4 full. So yeah, we got to go down and back. Anyway, I'll be back. Here we are. 100 yards to go. Pass on the last field. That's it. Look at that good boy sitting down there. He's gonna sleep good tonight. Well, that wraps up Corn Harvest 2024 for us. Thanks everybody for watching. We'll take this up tomorrow. Hopefully we can get it switched over, run them double crop beans off. Then it's time to start tillage, hardcore tillage. Anyway, thanks for watching everybody.